Okay, this is Rockin J Farrier. We're out here putting some different kind of shoes on some dude horses. They like to put these composite shoes on. And they are Epona shoe. They have a thin piece of steel on the inside, and then they come in various sizes. They come in double aughts and ones, either narrow or wide on each kind. And then before you put them on, you have to put a two-part. You have a hoof support, and then you have a hardener that hardens it. So the girls mix this up.
2/3 white and 1/3 blue.
So 2/3 of the white and then 1/3 of the glue. And then this is a antibacterial granules that they roll it in. Now they've already got this horse ready to go. So what they do is put that putty in their feet and then put a plastic bag on their foot and let it stand till it kind of hardens up. Not all the horses like the plastic bag idea. Sometimes that doesn't happen. And before, get over here, we got another gal over here. I've already trimmed these. So I go through and trim the horse's foot, and then they come back and wash it out with alcohol just to get it prepared for the epoxy stuff, or the packing. And he's giving her a hard time. Good boy. There we go. Now we're in a non-sunny area, so it probably won't video too good. But anyway, we'll go back over here. Got this one. Do you have some putty to put on this one here?
They're getting ready.
Getting ready? Well, this horse, I think he's a one narrow.
Mm-hmm.
So they get the epoxy that's all mixed up.
Put it down on the frog.
Put it down the frog there. Then put it in the sandwich bag. And zip the top. That kind of sometimes keeps them from pawing out of it. If they do, hopefully they don't paw. So now that's how that happens. Now we got this horse. His is probably getting a little bit set up, so we'll nail these shoes on. Yeah, he's a.
You'll grab the back there.
So this horse is a one wide. Always a little bit extra stuff. I'll just kind of take that. That's what we end up with. This horse is a one wide. The only adjustment you have on nailing is that you can move the nail either further or closer in, and then nail them on. And you can adjust them a little bit over where you need to be. And this horse's name's Kahlua? Mm-hmm. All right. So we'll be able to check on her the next time, and when we come to do a reset on these, we'll be able to look at the feet and see what this all did. And it comes back a little further on the back of them, at least this one, in order to get this horse has a wide foot, and they don't come in enough different shapes to fit everyone perfect. So in order to have the nails going in the right place, we had to go with a one wide, and that makes it extend back, but they don't seem to pull them off.
The putty is supposed to act as a shock absorber for the shoe and the horse, which is why they're great for race horses and trail riding horses.
Okay. Well, this is the only place I do this. The typical dude horse or mountain horse, they're still using steel shoes, but it's a little bit different driving nails in these because they don't. Whoops. Now here's another little interesting thing. Here, you leave that there, just drop that. I come across as I dropped that nail, so I saw a guy that had put a magnet in the end of his hammer, so I can pick that nail up when I drop it without reaching down and fumbling around in the dirt.
Think smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Work smarter, not harder.
So the shoe has just a narrow hole, and it'll typically kind of hold the nail, and these will tend to bend if you don't hit them just right. Then I clinch them down with the clinching block to tighten them down so they'll stay on. Make sure I get them started clinching, because there's a lot of plastic right here which doesn't let your clinchers go down in, so you'll end up pushing the nail back out if you don't get them rounded over good. You can kind of hit them sideways and catch them a little. Okay, so there's one shoe put on there. Give you an idea how that works. So we'll see next time when we, in about 8 weeks, when we come back to do Kahlua, we'll look at, see the padding, see what it does, see how it all holds up after some riding, and we'll go from there. What's that?
You know why dogs like to hoof trimmings?
It's got calcium. It's like a bone.
Oh.
Dogs chew on bone.
Yeah.
Only it's a soft bone.
Yeah.
Marinated in the special vegetable sauce. Marinated for a long time. It's probably seasoned really well and just as nummy.
Yeah.
Down to the last swallow. Okay, I'm gonna video throwing one on him. Okay, this is old Howdy Doody, I guess. Howdy. Well, howdy there. Oh, this is you. All right, so he's a double aught wide. He's a bigger horse, but he's got tiny little feet. Now, they don't put shoes on the back end. They run the back barefoot up here on these trails, and they're a little rocky, but they get by without shoes on the back, and then they put the Epona on the front. Now these shoes run from somewhere around $30, and the bigger sizes $35 a pair. So for most people that might be cost prohibitive, especially the guys on the mountain chasing cows. They're not going to want to have their composite shoe coming off while chasing the cow, tripping up on it. But anyway, we'll throw one on. We'll throw one on Howdy and see how he likes it. Got a little extra, so I usually, it gets in and makes your gloves all mucky. Now as you can see, he's got such a narrow foot. We have to go with smaller ones, and they don't hang back as far on the heels. I want to get me some nails.
Yeah.
Get that shoe started and set there. I usually put
easy.
No.
Easy.
Put one on one side and try to get the. Now he's making me hammer right-handed. But in this business, it's about a necessity to be able to nail with both hands. Quit. They get acting up like that. And he's moving, so I use the side of my hammer. Quit. Howdy doody. Moving. Now these horses have been going on rides a little bit, and so sometimes when they've been run barefoot a little, they tend to be a little tender when I nail. That's why we're getting shoes on them, because they're starting to get a little sore-footed.
Will you lay out
Quit. 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 Don't. He's kind of acting like a pulling horse today. Alright, down to the last nail, and they have to kind of slope this one out because his wall is straight up and down. Yeah. You have to get that clinching block to turn these up quite a ways. where that'll push that nail back out when you clinch it. And if you want to, you can tighten them down, but they're usually pretty solid. These are GE clinchers, and they're pretty solid and work really well. Get them down tight. Okay.